So one of my rules is I don't do coffee or drink dates. Now, I understand that some women like this or prefer this because it's a quick turnaround, 30 to 45 minutes. If you don't like him, you can get out of there. It works for some people. If you like it, I love it. This video is not for you. Keep scrolling. However, for me, as for me and my household, we're going to have higher standards. I'm talking to this guy, and I'm going to read it to you because we've been talking for a couple days, and he started talking about meeting up. So he said, we should get together over some pear and lychee cocktails soon. And I said, that's really sweet, but I prefer dinner. I like to get dressed up. Now, I always try to say it nicely because I don't want to be like, I don't accept drink dates. Like, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be, you can be nice about it. But I always just say I prefer dinner because I like to get dressed up. And he said, I see. What type of places do you have in mind? So I sent him a list of places that I've been like wanting to try, all sorts of different budgets. Okay. It ranges from like medium to a little bit higher, all different locations around the city. So he can choose like what works for him, you know, timing and budget wise.
These women been finessing y'all since the beginning of time, and they still doing it. They still doing it. They basically leveraging you in order to go to the places that they really want to go to, but that they don't want to pay for the experience. And so they know that they can send you a list of places that either they have been and they want to go again, or a place that they want to go to, and ultimately you gonna be the person that's listed in the phone as food. You to come up, you the person that's getting used all day, every day, and they basically just taking advantage of you, and y'all letting them do it, and y'all letting them dictate what happens through getting finessed. I just can't believe that going forward. And I don't know why y'all just now sending me this video this late, and y'all know I always like to link back into the description back to the content creator regardless of whether I agree or not. So I always like to get a content creator credit. But God, I just can't believe that y'all still getting finessed like this. This is amazing, bro.
So I sent the list of places. He says, these places sound really nice. I think it'll be fun to get to know each other over some nicer dining options. Here it comes though. But I wanted to let you know up front that if we were to meet at one of those places, I'm comfortable splitting the check. I usually will do drinks or something on the simpler end for the first meetup to see if there's a connection first. So my thing is, I don't like the coffee or drink date because they're trying to audition you to see if you are worth an actual dinner. This is the thing for me. Like, I know men. The number one thing men are judging you off of is your looks, right? When they see you, they meet you, they're gonna be like, okay, how beautiful is she? Is she put together? Do I find her attractive, right?
She don't know shit about us, bro. She don't know. What is she talking to? 19-year-olds? The first, if they say I know men and then they lead with some bull like that, they absolutely do not know us whatsoever. We're not qualifying you to figure out whether or not you qualify for a dinner date. They qualify you to make sure that you're worthy of marriage. They trying to court to figure out whether or not it makes sense. We trying to figure out whether or not we want to slot you into the wifey category, like you worthy of and you wifey style, or if you just a bust down. Now, if you wifey style, then we willing to take a longer term approach to whatever it is that we necessarily want for you or what we want for you in our lives. If you a bust down, it's a stronger possibility to pay and be like, yeah, all right, cool, whatever. We'll do whatever it is that you want to do because we just trying to fuck at the end of the night anyway. And so they don't know us. The thing that we value most isn't even that. The aesthetics is cool, but the piece is better. The person is better. When you vetting somebody for marriage, right? You're not just trying to put them on as a notch on your belt. You trying to figure out whether or not they'll be a great mother, whether or not they want you for you instead of them just wanting you for your money. You're not necessarily leading with what you do for a living because you don't want people to, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of you based off of how much money that you make or what the opportunity cost is for them to be able to be in your business. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all think y'all know because y'all done been on a whole lot of dates, but that does not qualify you for marriage. It just doesn't, bro.
That's the number one thing. Your personality may come second, sure, but the first thing is how you look, right? So with that in mind, my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer costs $32, okay? Why would I put on a full face of expensive makeup. Do
And my Rolex cost $45,000, rose gold, and I got the rose gold and the gold one. What the fuck did that mean? That ain't got nothing to do with her. Like that's just me being an adult. I got in the shower today. I paid my rent. The I got multiple different places. This place in particular downtown, because this ain't no green screen. This is my real life over here. This is over $11,000 a month. I pay $300 per parking space. What do that got to do with you? You an adult. And we don't even care about all of that makeup and stuff, and you beating your face in order for you to create something that we don't even know what you are. You Frankenstein. Like, we want you just, you go outside every day. You got to eat still, right? You still go to work, right? You get dressed for your, like, this is crazy, man. I just can't believe that y'all actually doing this in real life. What happened to love? What happened to genuinely liking a person for them? That's because y'all don't have no real connections. We really living in the Matrix. We living in Black Mirror to where y'all matching based off of some algorithm that don't even know how to vet you for a long-term perspective of where you going. And y'all really out here listening to these women and stuff like that. This is crazy, bro.
my hair, make sure my nails are done, make sure there's no hair on my body, and then come and spend 2 hours of my time talking to you for an $8 coffee or a $16 cocktail.
So you for sale.
Be oh so for real. And let's take it even deeper. When women go out with a man that they do not know, they take a huge risk. Men are crazy, okay? Do you watch the news? Like 1 in 5 men are violent. He could unalive you, he could RAPE you, he could stalk you, he could harass you if he feels like it. Like, it is very dangerous.
Where did she get this statistic that 20% of men are violent? Where did that come from? Hoppo, who this woman and where's she getting her statistics from? So 20% of guys beat up women and they kidnap them and take them and stuff them in a locker? This is so dumb. This is the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in my life.
Extremely dangerous. When you go out with a man, you have to share your location with your mom and your friend. You have to send a screen recording of his Hinge profile and the conversation that you guys had so that if you go missing, they have context. You have to text.
And what does this have to do with whether or not you go to dinner or a coffee date? This has no relevance whatsoever.
Your friend every half an hour while you're with him to let her know that you haven't been beheaded. You have to take an Uber so that he doesn't know what kind of car you have, just in case he's crazy. And then when you get home, you have to text somebody to tell them that you made it home alive. Men aren't doing that. They don't have to worry when they meet a woman that they do not know that their lives will be in danger.
I tell guys all the time, be careful who you align with because she could drop your location in order to get you lined up, bro. Never let her know where you live. Always downplay what you do for a living because you don't want to align with a gold digger. You just want to align with somebody that actually have an interest in you, not what it is that you can do for her or what you do for a living. These women is completely clueless, bro. But let's continue. Let's entertain it for a while.
At the contrary, men benefit from just being seen with you in public, okay? If you are beautiful, poised, well dressed, it reflects well on him. People look at him and you and they think, oh wow, he must be the man. Ooh, he probably has money. You know what? He's probably a good guy if he can pull her. And this is especially so if you are more attractive than him.
Yo, listen, y'all. I'm not even going to deep dive into this. I think I'm going to share this on After Hours tonight so that we can get a little bit further into this conversation with my friends because I want to get them in on this. But this is insane, bro. This is absolute. You think that you think that you add value to our life just based off of what you look? Man, get out of here with that shit, bro. They looking at him like a fool, and they saying that he paying for something that somebody else got for free. That's just my opinion, anyways. Man, let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. We doing After Hours tonight. Hopefully it's gonna go up. It always go up. We doing it on Fridays. Fridays is ours. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Can't wait to read y'all comments on this one, bro.